All right. It is Saturday, August 23rd, 2014. Also, draft day in the Canterbury League, which means that we select 14 rounds of players in our fantasy football league, starting a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, tight end, kicker, and a D. E Street Shuffle has their draft completed. Rich Rolling, how'd it go?
Gotta tell you, Bob, I believe this is our year to win and win big. I can see this club going on a hell of a roll. I'm not kidding when I say go undefeated. Maybe win the whole thing, just kick everybody's tail. My synopsis of the 2014 E Street Shuffle, also known as the Five Knuckle Shuffle, is pretty darn explosive and impressive. We'll start out with quarterback, Andrew Luck. Pretty tough to, we had him targeted as right up there in the top 3-4 quarterbacks, and he's a beast and he's an animal. You'll see a pattern with this team, that upside in these guys hitting their prime. Other than our number 1 running back, a little bit past his prime, but his prime, being past his prime is better than just about anybody's past prime. Mr. Adrian Peterson got him with the number 2 overall pick. Actually flipped a coin because we wanted McCoy, who actually slipped. Charles went number 1, but Adrian Peterson came up heads, and we're going with him. We're going with our boy. He's a beast. Hopefully catch some passes this year in the Norv Turner offense, and stay healthy, and a big season out of AP. Also going to run with Bishop Sankey out of Tennessee. He's our number 2 back. We're able to grab him after most of the elite backs were gone, and he's going to be a workhorse in Tennessee. Sean Green doesn't have much left. Sankey will be the man, goal line guy. They're going to run a lot in that offense, so we're very happy with Peterson and Sankey. None of that running back by committee nonsense. As a backup, though, we got D'Angelo Williams. And also Peterson and Sankey don't have a bye till week 9 and 10, so no worries there. Then, this coup of the draft, the steal of the draft, we ripped off 7 receivers. Every single one of these guys is a freak of nature. They're beasts, they're studs. Some great picks here. Got the guy we targeted right away. First receiver, Alshon Jeffrey, absolute animal with the Bears. Going to go off. Second receiver, many people might say, Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith, mark my words, is going to be a freak this year because the offensive system he's in, I think Gary Kubiak's the offensive coordinator. Going to throw underneath to him, going to throw a lot of outs, a lot of button hooks, and then turn him loose down the field. So I think he's going to turn into one of those guys. Possession receiver and a long threat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 receptions a game. Big yardage. Torrey Smith, elite this year. And then we really got some studs, man. Mike Evans at Tampa Bay, if you don't know about this guy, 6'5", freak of nature, just an animal possession guy. Get down the field, breaks tackles, just an animal, big wingspan. Red zone guy, you're going to love this guy. Then we went with, those will be our starters primarily, although wait till you hear our backups. Jeffrey Smith and Evans starting, and then we went with Mr. Josh Gordon. If he wins his appeal, we get him back after a couple games. We're going to be loving life. That guy's a stud. It's worth a gamble. If he's even out for the year, I'd do it again. Sammy Watkins, the rookie out of Buffalo. Gotta love that freak show. Fast as hell. Going to be a stud. And then the guy this year's Alshon Jeffrey is Justin Hunter out of Tennessee. Wait till you see this guy, 6'5", massive. We go up and get the ball, throw it down the field. He's going to be a breakout stud this year. And then we got a guy who's only 25 been around the league with some knee injuries. Finally healthy, number 1 guy there in St. Louis. Jeff Fisher is going to absolutely turn this guy loose. So Kenny Britt, I already mentioned him. Can't believe these 7 receivers. Jeffrey, Smith, Evans, Reed, Gordon, Watkins, Hunter, Britt. That's just filthy. We don't even worry about bye weeks, depth. It's a great problem to have. And then the kicker we wanted, Phil Dawson, San Francisco, solid veteran. Great team. They're going to be, with their defense and offense, is going to have them in scoring position all day. Every time they stall, we're going to laugh and get 3 points. You guys are going to have 3-4 extra points every week. A couple field goals. Just going to be a solid 6 to 12, 14-point guy every week. Love Phil Dawson. Almost a sure thing. Never misses. Then the Vikings D. You got to love them, only not just because of Zimmer. Loving Barr. He's going to strip a lot of balls. He's going to be a freak out there. A lot of loose balls from him. But special teams. Cordarrelle Patterson is going to return kicks. Every time that guy gets loose, there's 6 points for us. So Vikings D is on the way up. This whole team, we don't have, other than Peterson being a veteran, we got a bunch of young, up-and-coming studs in the prime of their career. There it is, 2014 E Street Shuffle. They are going to win this championship, and I'd be surprised if we don't kick some tail this year and take another title in this league, in the Canterbury League.
So it's a touchdown league, plenty of upside. The team will score week after week, and you're predicting an undefeated season.
I'm going to say it. I'm predicting an undefeated season. I don't know who can beat us, how they can beat us. As long as we stay healthy, we got the depth, we got the studs, we got it all. This team is loaded. There's not a hole. There's not a weakness. Every position. There's not anybody on this thing going, okay, third receiver, second back. I don't even like touched on Jordan Reed, the tight end out of Washington. That's how studly we are at receiver. Our tight end, he's the next Jimmy Graham, the next Rob Gronkowski type elite tight end out of Washington. I predict 10 touchdowns for Jordan Reed if he stays healthy. I know he's had some concussion issues, but let's hope that they hit him low this year.